At least 124 employees who work at Pacific Seafood in Newport have tested positive for COVID-19. The outbreak concentrated at the Pacific Shrimp Processing Facility. According to the company, the majority of the employees, all but 6, did not report any symptoms. The discovery came after the company tested workers at all 5 of its Newport facilities. Operations at all 5 plants have been suspended. Meantime, state and county public health officials are conducting contact tracing to reach out to anyone who may have been exposed.
There is going to be some risk in Lincoln County.
The Oregon Health Authority does not believe there is any risk of the virus spreading through the food from the plant. However, it does say there will be some risk to the Newport community.
We hope to minimize the risk by having identified the folks who have the virus, advising them to isolate at home, following up on their contacts, advising them to quarantine for 14 days.
Lincoln County is in phase 1 of reopening, as it has been for 3 weeks now. The news of the outbreak has prompted some restaurants to shut down again.
I can't speak for all of Newport, but I think it is a little bit sobering. It's a little bit scary.
After partially reopening his dining room 2 weeks ago, Sorella on Nye Beach co-owner Justin Wills has decided to close completely for the next few days to re-clean and reassess the situation.
Just the numbers were high, and I think it made us all kind of force us to take a step back and take a broader look at things.
Up until just a few days ago, Newport had relatively low numbers of coronavirus cases. But now, with more than 100 new cases, including its first hospitalized case, the coastal community isn't taking any chances.
But I think by doing our one little part, hopefully we help out.
Keely Chalmers, KGW News.